Welcome back. This is Chile Davis, and I'm back to another video. I want to welcome back all my subscribers and welcome to my new viewers. This is the channel where we talk about my top stocks. We also talk about crypto, and we also talk about generating passive income, long-term wealth creation. If you're new, please click the subscribe button to get my freaking updates. And now we're going to get into my top stocks of the day. It is earnings call week, so some stocks that reported today was Meta, Ford, Teladoc, Pinterest, and American Tower. Now, if you're a regular on this channel, you know that I own American Tower. I own Ford. I don't own Facebook or Meta, but it is an important stock. So really quickly, talk about the top stocks of the day. Facebook, after hours, surged over 18%. Facebook surged after a good report, good earnings call. Mark Zuckerberg here smiling. The share spike on better than expected quarterly earnings. They had growth in daily active users. They call it DAU. So Facebook has surprised everybody. The last quarter, they kind of fell down because they mentioned they were going to invest a lot in the metaverse, but Facebook has seen the comeback this quarter and corrected some of the numbers. So everything is looking good. Facebook has done tremendous on this quarter, and the stock has spiked literally over 18% after hours. Okay, so that was the good news today. Mark Zuckerberg, he gave the news about better than expected earnings, and you can read more about that on CNBC. Also, you can always visit investorfacebook.com and get more information about the earnings, exactly what the numbers were. But for right now, Facebook earnings beat Wall Street expectation, and the stock went soaring over 18% for a cash amount of $32. Okay, so that was Facebook. Now let me get to my top stocks of my portfolio. Not too impressive in the Robinhood portfolio. We were up a 0.5%. But let's go through the top stocks. We did see Tesla rebound up 2.27%. We had Rivian rebound a little bit, up 3.46. We had COP or ConocoPhillips up 2.47. We had some good ETFs, JEPI and the Vanguard Technology Fund. Both funds were up 1%. SLDP, this is a battery company, I believe. Solid Power was up 3.29%. Okay, so that has to do with the EV market. So those were pretty much my top stocks. Facebook being up over 18% was the winner. Facebook, I do own some Facebook here in the Robinhood. That was the winner of the day. One of my top stocks here in the Robinhood portfolio. A nice rebound after yesterday's market tumble. Today it corrected a lot, so we got some of our money back. But again, Facebook after hours was up over 18%. So that was the stock of the day. Pretty much, we still have one more company to report. Yesterday we had the big one was Alphabet or Google. Today the big one was Facebook. Now tomorrow we have Apple, McDonald's, and we have Robinhood. So those report tomorrow. Just in the back of your mind, we'll see how those stocks do after hours. If they surge 10%, 5%. Stock that I forgot to talk about today was Visa. Visa had a nice out today. Visa was up today after reporting solid earnings. Visa was up as well as Microsoft. So if we go back to my Facebook group, my private Facebook group, I pretty much share the top stocks of the day. And we had Microsoft was up early. We had Visa up early. Let's see. Visa was up 7%. We had Microsoft up 3.25%. So we did have some good earnings based off of earnings call. Microsoft and Visa were some of my top stocks. Let's go to my portfolio and take a quick look. Tesla, number one, dominated, was up 2%, $324. Microsoft in second place, $110. And Visa was up again, like I mentioned, 6.93%, for $42. So those were the day gains. I would really say Visa is doing very well due that people are out spending again, traveling, and swiping that credit card. So that's driving the market again. And we haven't even got back to international travel. So a lot of people are traveling domestically, but they haven't even started really pulling out the Amex card and going to Europe as frequent. So those is the things to look for as the economy heats back up. We do have the Fed trying to slow things down a bit with the higher interest rates, okay? And, you know, we do need a control on the food prices, the gas prices, and other things. So the question now is whether inflation has peaked. Once inflation has peaked, the Fed can let its foot off the pedal. But right now, the Fed is trying to, higher interest rates and slow down the consumer. But again, top stock of the day was Tesla at $324. That's the cash gainer. Microsoft is second place, maybe a little over $110. Ford Motor Company, which they too did announce earnings as well. They made me a little over $47. Don't be surprised with Ford. Ford Motor Company, let's see, on yesterday, Ford launched its F-150 Lightning. Also today, they did report earnings. So don't be surprised if you see Ford take off this week. Again, Ford reported after hours. Let's take a quick look at Ford. Ford stock. See what they did after hours. I would expect it. Yeah, they had a slight pop after hours. You can see Ford stock spiked up over 1.89% after hours after, let's see. Yeah, so Ford did beat earnings 2.69%, also beat 1.26 in revenue. So there it is, Ford earnings beat. So they did have a slight pop. Again, they're releasing the F-150 Lightning. So a lot of good things can be happening from here out. The revenue was $34 billion and the expected was $31 million. And the expected earnings per share was 36 cents, but the actual adjusted was 38 cents. So Ford is on track. All they have to do is now get the F-150, the electric F-150 in people's hands, and that will cause the stock to surge, okay? So this was a great start. Ford recording excellent revenue for the quarter, for the first quarter of 2022, and now we have to wait to see them get the actual truck in people's hands. Again, there's over 600,000 produced. There's several 100,000 orders, pre-orders. So once they get these, see here, there's 200,000 reservations. Once they get the pickup in people's hands, that will dramatically cause the stock to surge even further. So that is the key here. If they can get those 200,000 reservations to get them to actually be delivered vehicles, this will cause the stock to surge, okay? So that is good information about Ford. Ford is starting to ramp out and start producing the electric F-150. Again, 426, so that was yesterday they started, and they're projected. They forecast to produce over 600,000 battery electric vehicles by 2023. Now, if you know anything about car production plants in general, they produce about anywhere from 300,000 to 400,000 per year. And if they can do that, then that will cause the stock to rise. Now, Ford is projecting by end of 2023 produce over 600,000 electric vehicles. Now, that probably includes the Mach-E and the electric F-150 Lightning. So that is good news for Ford. Again, I think we can ride this out. Again, we still have other concerns such as the Fed, the war in Ukraine, the chip shortage, the supply chain issues. But again, Ford Motor Company starting to launch the F-150, and they've come off an excellent earnings call, beating expectations by a little over $3 billion. Okay, so that was my video for today. Again, it was a mixed bag. We were up in the Robinhood 0.53%, and then we were up in the other portfolio 1% on the day. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share. If you'd like to get some free stock, please use my link below, the Robinhood or the Webull. Have a good night.